Hey, Rachel is coming in. Not yet, just got here. You guys have any luck? Have you caught anything? Okay. Thanks everyone for coming in. Sorry about I had to retie my bait. Let me turn around here and I'll turn the camera back around. Show you guys what I'm using here in a second. I'm gonna throw it today anyway. Let's get turned around here. I think we're gonna work back where I caught that big old bass yesterday. Hang on, folks. Going back here, I'll show you what I'm using. Turn around here and 2 shakes of the leg. Alright guys, turn it back around, I'll show you what I'm using before I start. This is one of my newer baits I got in a couple days ago. It's just a little leech looking thing for Nico Bait Company. I bought it because it's got that chartreuse tail on there. So we're gonna work it around. And this is one of those elastomer baits, so they're super stretchy and durable. But we're gonna toss that around these pads and see what we can drum up. Either that or we're gonna work this chatterbait through. Caught one almost 7 pounds yesterday on a chatterbait, so let's see if we can do that again today, maybe. Let's see here. Hey, Matt is coming in. Super duper Richer, how's your day going? Oh, pretty good. How's your day going, Rich? I'm fishing for largemouth bass. What's up, Ariel? If coming in. What's up, Rachel? Don't tap that screen. Thank you. Forgot one key component to this setup. Got to put some sun on. Put some sun on. Anyway, let's put this down. Let's toss this chatterbait around. Like they're gonna be hammering a chatterbait today. So. So yesterday I caught one about 4 pounds, one about 5, and then I caught one I weighed. That was near 7 pounds. Lost one. He threw my jig out, or she did, and that one was probably, I don't know, 5, 6 pounds maybe. Definitely a 5er. We're gonna chuck and wind this old school chatterbait. I've had this thing for a long, long time. It might be one of the original chatterbaits that they put out. It's all dirty and it's supposed to be white, but got a little shad in the back in there. Add a little, hey Brazil, hey Colton. how long I'm going to be awake for. You lie. Don't sleep last night after Spotlight Nova show night. My PB is 8 pounds. A couple weeks ago, I caught one just over 7 pounds out here, and then I caught that one yesterday with 6 pounds, 12, 13 ounces, depending on how you interpret the scale. But it was, what, 6.78, so that's over 12 ounces, but maybe under 13 ounces, so you want to get technical. What's up, Chaos? How you doing today? What's up, Johnny? The wind's not as bad as it was yesterday out here, thankfully, so should be able to work through an area a little bit more thoroughly. Paddle's running down on me. Thanks, Ariel. I appreciate that. I was out here for 7 hours yesterday, so put in some time yesterday for sure. Thanks for coming in. Let's turn around here a little bit. Some people on the bank over there, they told me they caught a smallmouth bass. I think sometimes people say they caught a smallmouth bass, but you know, just a small largemouth that has a small mouth on it. I wish there was smallmouth in here, but they're just not. As always, give me a fish. I gotta catch one first, buddy, and then you can come get it from me. I catch and release 95% of the time, 98% of the time. I just catch and release. You must be from like Minnesota or something, Wisconsin up north. So I'm gonna my cousin take a picture at least. That's awesome, Damien. Yes, this is Minnesota. Photograph and release. Tight lines today, Chris. Thanks, Danny. Hope you're having a good day, Dan. Hope everyone's having a good day today, or a good night. Where did I get these boots at? I think I got them on Amazon or something. The brand's called High C, Hisea. It might be backwards on there, I don't know. But yeah, this brand's called High C, Hisea, and they come with a lifetime warranty on them or something. So, they got snow coming, that's terrible. High C, yeah. They come in an orange color. Get some High C orange editions. It's always a good day when you're fishing, mate. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? There's a big old blow up back there. I wonder what that was all about. Something back here just blew up big time. I don't think. Just have to pay attention when you get back there. So you guys know I've gone through that tunnel over there in that canal with all them spiders in it. Fun fact, I got in my truck today, come out fishing, and there's a spider web in the back seat of my truck, starting on my life jacket and going up to my truck seat. There's a big old spider web in there. So I'm hoping there's no spiders in my life jacket, but we'll see. I'd show you the picture if I could, but spider's welcome. The spider can stay in my truck if it wants to. I'll cut down mosquitoes in my truck this summer. As long as it doesn't hop in my boots or in my life jacket or my rain jacket, we're good to go then. It just feels like it's gonna be a good day today. It feels like the weather is just right. Let's see. I want to see all the web. If you haven't already, double tap that screen. Oh, I just scared a big old carp away, I think. So there's a monster carp in here I see every once in a while. Monster carp, some big buffalo carp in here. I think the big one I think is a grass carp though. Thought that was an alligator for a second there, just a little big old log right there. Do you guys always have to have a fishing license? Yeah, every state requires you to have their fishing license. So if you're a resident, if you live in the state, then the price is reduced. But if you are an out-of-state resident, you got to pay like triple the price or pay per day or something. Every state's different though. But yeah, you gotta, I wish they had a national license or something. You could just pay, you know, go fish a bunch of different states on one license. But you gotta buy a license for every state you fish in. I personally have 3 licenses. So I have 3 state licenses. Nice and calm back here. I feel like a topwater frog would kill back here in this area. What's happening, boss? Just stopping by to drop a like. Oh, not much. How's your day going? Thanks for popping in. You don't need a fishing license for Hawaii. Oh, you don't? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Wonder why. I don't know what that is of that. I don't know. I think they're like. There's a bunch of carp back there jumping out of the water. I thought they were big bass chasing shad, but I just saw a carp come out of the water. Dang. This is every guy's dream to fish every day. I don't take it for granted either. But I mean, that's what I love to do. I always find time to fish. Of course, it helps, you know, that I had nothing else going on in my life. I don't have any kids. I'm single. Single as a Pringle. There's some big carp back here. A lot of Pringles in the sea. Yeah, and they're all soggy and salty. Invasive carp, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Asian carp in some of the rivers and lakes around here. I think the story goes, a lot of catfish farmers had them in their ponds and lakes. The Asian carp in there. When the river flooded, and then when the water receded, all the carp got into the river and other bodies of water. So. And also another fun fact is largemouth bass are invasive over there in Japan. I think they got the good end of the deal. Pretty murky back here. That's why I bought that bait with the chartreuse tail. Oop, I think I just ran up on something. That's right, some are spicy. I forgot about that. Some of those Pringles are spicy. Hey man, out of a Sac River. Oh, out at Sac River. Nice. Having any luck? Hello from Russia. Thanks for coming in all the way over there from the mother country. The motherland, I guess. It is very. I feel my line's gonna start. He's gonna jump one of these times. One of these casts. Let me show you guys when I'm fishing down. I don't ever fish back here. Usually I keep the water back here pretty low. But with all the rain, this is where I'm fishing. Cattails to the right and lily pads to the left. It's just like an alleyway. Another big carp. Huh. Got a better posture. .25 inch, 29 inch. Okay. Nice. Where are you catching them on? That's what I need to do. Is I need to go to the local lake and try to catch a couple stripers. Or go down to the river and catch a striper. I don't know, last time I caught one. Wind's blowing my line around. Here, Bill, we're gonna spot up here. Usually is pretty good. We can get up here on this point. We can sometimes we can catch upwards of 10 bass in one spot. Just a matter of the day and the weather conditions. Today feels like one of those days. I'm just being optimistic. think we started off yesterday with the 5-pounder, so see if we can do something like that today. I'm gonna try to make a few pitches over here to this bush over here that we lost that big bass on yesterday. I know it was just sitting there just because it was, or it was on the bed. It's hard to tell, the water's so stained here. Almost caught me a tree. Caught a stick. Covering some water. Oh, that's just my rudder. These are my foot pegs. My rudder's in the back, so I can push my feet. It moves my rudder left and right. That when I got the motor on, I can steer it while I move up the water with my motor. When the wind blows at my back, I just kind of push on it to kind of move myself with the wind. So, hope that answers your question for you. It just controls my rudder in the back. Oh. Thanks, Rachel. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Thanks for coming in. Where are you from? I'm from the Midwest. I don't think this fish is on this brush pile. Or on this brush here like it was yesterday. No, not pike, largemouth bass. This is some largemouth bass. Might have put this lure on my spinning rod, it's pretty light. Next time I come out. I don't know if you guys can see it when I pass by, but there's a bush right here that Spass was sitting on yesterday. You can see it over here right here as I'm going by it. There goes a big old carp. You guys probably heard that. Whoop. Pick the chatterbait back up. This seems to have been the ticket yesterday evening, even though it's not the evening yet, but I have to get the motor on here in a second. So let's make another cast. The water's so stained, it's hard to tell if I'm up on the bed or not. So I try to work my bait, one spot for, for 10 or so seconds, whatever I feel like. Just go ahead and paddle up around this bend here. Oh, there goes another carp. Dang. What lake? Just a private lake. Yeah. Tried the flying lure yet? That. You talking about Bill Dance? That lure's older than. That lure's pretty old. I used to have that when I was a kid. The eel. The Bill Dance dancing eel thing. I think. Did Booyah make that? Probably. That's who was sponsoring him, I think, at the time. Booyah. I remember that bait. Fish on, fish on. First one of the day. Alright. Choke down that chatterbait. You wanted that chatterbait. Came flying out of that brush. There we go. Nice little start of the day, little chunk. See there, buddy. Doctor up the chatterbait. I don't get myself too far back in this canal. Alright. Got the monkey off our back. Kicked that skunk out of the kayak. Let the wind push us back in here a little ways, but not too far though. I don't want to lose service. This chatterbait through all these lily pads. There's probably one up here. This little spot right here. Cast out a little bit. Time for a new bait on the back of this chatterbait. Hey, real life 423, thanks for coming in. Both are great on lily pads and high weeds. There's so many good baits out there, it's hard to know what to use sometimes. I've had my best luck out here on a bladed jig, a jig and pig, paddle tail swim bait. Usually out here does the trick. Some shad busting right there. See the bass chasing these shad. Watch what I'm doing, gonna end up in this tree. Say, Steve, you know, if you're falling with those boots on, you can't swim. Bummer some swim baits because of you. Nice. What kind of swim baits did you buy? Are you catching some bass today? Oh, yeah, I caught one bass so far today. Thanks for coming in. Walmart Rage, okay. So you got striking then, huh? I think striking makes rage. Got some of those before. They tear up after a couple of fish. Up in the tree. That's wrapped up. This in the tree. Hello, someone made me a wrench. I don't know how to use it. Can you please? Cut it off and retie it. You gotta check the line anyway. Make sure it's not too messed up. You're getting snagged. Up in the tree on the side. get back. Fish on. Fish on. Oh, oh Lord, it's a big crappie. Let's go. Come here. That's a freaking crappie. This is a decent crappie. Let's go. Look at that crappie. Heck yeah, man. I caught a crappie yesterday too, but this is a pretty good one, I think. Not much of a crappie master. Pretty though. See there, you just threw a good sandwich back in the water. Oh, you didn't disturb me at all, buddy. Eduardo, thanks for coming in. That's a nice crappie. That's a keeper for sure. Thanks, Larry. Crappie, well done. Good table fare. On a effing chatterbait. Yes, sir. That's why I caught the crappie on yesterday. Was a chatterbait. I caught a crappie on a little swim bait the other day too. Huh. Interesting. It fought good too. Like I thought it was a bass. I saw that little turquoise shine they have on there, a sheen or whatever. Where are you fishing? I'm fishing at my buddy's private lake. So, and I got my rod stuff in the tree. Let's get that out of the tree before it gets any worse. I'm gonna have to back up into this tree here. Only the best eating freshwater fish, that's true. Although I do like snakehead. I know they're invasive and only found what, like in the northeast. Okay, this is a darn tree. I had like a micro-sized chatterbait out here, something, or a mini chatterbait. When I'm a crappie I could catch. You guys remember to put the rod on the opposite side of the bank so I don't run into a tree with it. Too windy today to fish on inland San Diego lakes. Too much wind? I understand that. Luckily it's not that windy out here today like it was yesterday. Yesterday was super windy and it lasted all day. smallmouth and a red ear sunfish. My bass lure yesterday. Oh, nice. I think the strangest fish I caught on, well, not strange, but I think one time I caught a bluegill on a Senko somehow. Oh, and then long time ago, I was fishing the riprap, and a real long time ago, I was using a yum dinger and like bright orange, bright pink striped worm and caught a carp on it. And that was so long ago, I think I wasn't even fishing on. I wasn't even a bass fishing any. Oh man, that was a good jump. Come on around here. Come on up here. There we go. Swallow this one. There we go. Number 2 bass, number 3 fish. Let's get back out there. It's the wind pushing us down the bank. That was cool. Cast it right beneath this bush over here and came out of the pads and hammered it. That was awesome. Come on up here. Are you not done yet? All right, you let me know when you're done. Okay. There we go. This in the rod holder. All right. Vibrating up another one. That was a little bit better. Hey there, buddy. See if I can put a little scent on here. Three fish ever caught in Florida is a big mouth sleeper. Look it up. All right, man. I'll look it up later for sure. Fish the Z-Man chatterbait, correct? What color? This is just the it's just a basic white color, just straight white. Nothing special to it. Just all white. And then on the back here, this is just Z-Man makes a diesel minnow swim bait. Back here is supposed to be a paddle tail, but it ripped off. So I just used it to put on the back of my chatterbait. Kind of got another use out of it. Just add a little more of a profile of a shad on the back here. Made a little beefier too. Now I'm up in the tree. There we go. Let's push out of this darn tree. I don't know how these guys go out there and in their fishing kayaks and have, 4 or 5 rods or more. gotta keep track of the one rod behind me, and that's something that's difficult. Floor is a big mouth sleeper. FNA. Chartreuse white mini are my favorite colors. Yeah, I had a chartreuse white on out here, but then I broke it off. So I got one more in my box. It's like the sexy shad color, or some kind of sexy minnow color. I forget what it's called, but it had like a blue hue to it. If I got stuck over here in a minute, I'll show you what it looks like. I know they make special like trailers, like the chatter spike and some other trailers they make just for the chatterbait to put on the back of it. But I just repurposed my old swim baits. I got a couple swim baits. They don't keep them in the package they come in. Sometimes they melt on other plastics, but you don't keep them in the same molding of the packaging. It'll warp the tails on there. So I got a couple of those like that. So I just put them on the back of my chatterbait. What's sent today? Crawfish. Today I got them both with me. I got my shad one out right now. Shad on my chatterbait and crawfish on my worm. Or I put my shad on my worm too. Just depends. What's up, Precedence? What's up, Ashley B? How's your day going? Caught anything today? Yeah, I caught 3 bass and a crappie. If my math serves me right. Definitely a nice crappie and a few bass. About to get up in this tree here. What did you catch your bass on? On a chatterbait. This one right here. It's a white chatterbait. I think it's a 3/8 of an ounce. Either 3/8 or a ½ ounce. I forget which one I got. This is probably my oldest chatterbait I've got. This is probably one of the original ones. My day is going absolutely beautiful. Thank you for asking. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming in, Ashley. Appreciate that. Hello from Texas. Best of luck to you. Thanks, Steve. How's your day going, Steve? Catch some more. There's also another good area right here. Sometimes it holds a nice 5-pounder or something. Let's see what we can catch. Where's your go-to Bass Pro Shop? I went to Bass Pro Shop recently just because they got their big sale going on, and so I bought another one of my. I bought a second carbon light reel from there. This is their Johnny Morris Carbon Light Tech. But if I buy anything, I'm usually going to like online tackle stores. So whether it be a Tackle Warehouse, or I'll go to Discount Tackle, or I'll go to Tackle Bros. Tackle Bros based in Canada. But they got really good stuff there. Discount Tackle, a lot of their stuff. They have a lot of mainstream stuff on there, but it's always priced lower than other places. And then Tackle Warehouse is pretty much what everyone knows, I think, for online retailers. There's also other ones too, like if you're looking for a particular bait, you can search it up, and usually it brings up a bunch of, smaller known. I think Copper State Tackle is a new one that's up and coming, I think. But I haven't checked their stuff out yet. But see what everyone's saying here. I smashed that like button. Thanks, Ashley. Appreciate it. Does your line ever get caught in anything? Yeah, it gets caught in trees sometimes. Sometimes I'm out there trying to catch a tree squirrel, or a tree rat rather, or gets stuck on bushes, lily pads, you name it, it's been stuck on it, I'm sure. I'm trying to get it stuck in a fish's mouth. I smashed that like button. I appreciate that. I was here yesterday when you caught that 6.8. Do you still think they're out kind of deep? Oh, they're definitely been moving up. They're probably getting ready to spawn. The full moon's in a week or two. I think it's April 12th or something is the full moon. So definitely that, coupled with the warm temperatures from yesterday, and you know, the low temperatures are going up in the 50s now. So whatever the water warms up to, it's not dropping any lower at night. So I mean, they're definitely, you know, some might already be on the bed, but like I said, it's stained out here. I can't really see the water, the bottom of the shallows, but I think they're definitely in pre-spawn. Looks like Ashley wants to drink moonshine with you. Could be better, but watching your lives make my day. Oh, that's nice of you to say, Steve, or Steven. I'm not sure you like to be called Steve or Steven, but on the water's a good day to me. Yes, sir. Thanks, brother, for sharing. I'll check back later. All right, Ace, hi. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Chatterbaits are great, real thin on the top like a spinnerbait, but real slow like a crankbait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they pretty much cover all the bases. They got vibration like a crankbait. You know, they got that skirt and everything, and the flash from the blade like a spinnerbait. Just, you know, like I said, you can work it across the bottom. I mean, they make different colors. They make like a green pumpkin, a crawdad color. So you could actually put like a crawdad trailer on the back of this probably and bounce it off the bottom like a crawdad. You got me working it like that now. That's on my mind. Guess we'll work this area pretty thoroughly since we're stuck on this, sitting right here. I'm just kind of slow rolling it, almost like stuttering it, you know, like kind of stuttering, like just kind of like, you know, slowing it down real slow and then starting it back up again. But if there was anything chasing it down, you can clobber it on that stutter. I always try to remember to stop my bait right at the kayak for a split second, because a lot of times I've had bass come up and miss it because I pulled it out of the water too soon. They were chasing it down at the last second. Got my phone in a tree. I guess we'll work it out, I guess. Oh, I forgot I'm not wearing my sunglasses. Yeah, my eye tends to do that. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know what it is about my left eye, but it likes to twitch and do that stuff. That's why I like wearing sunglasses out here. You can't see it, but I am awful. I can't wait to get my kayak in the water pretty soon. Heck yeah, man. What kind of kayak do you have? How's it going, Ashley? Ashley B, any at the pipe today? Nope, not yet, but we're gonna head back that way and see if we can't catch a couple. Sure, buddy. I was going with you, Steve. So true, dude. On the Z-Man minis, I placed a single hook with the number 6 treble. You say you replace it, or do you put one on the back there? Like if you took like a bobber stopper, like those black pieces, and put them on there, and then put a single treble hook on the back of your single hook on your, and put another one on there, and keep it on the back, almost like a treble trailer hook. I thought about doing that with my chatterbait. Let's push away from the bank here. Try to get away from the bank. All right. I'm doing great, thanks. Good to hear it. Good to hear. Bought one of those big pop rods. Can't wait to use it. Oh, Guggen. I think one time I had a Booyah pop frog. And those Z-Man makes some plastic pop frogs. They come like 3 in a pack or something. I brought my new lures with me, but I left them in my truck. I show them off. And nothing real special or anything, just a bunch of Helgermite baits for the summer, and a bunch of different colors. You'll definitely see those this summer when I'm fishing for smallmouth. I bought about every color that they make. I bought them from pink to white to chartreuse to all the brown and black colors. Just got a regular Challenger angler under from Academy, nothing fancy. Hey man, before I got this kayak, I mean I had the most basic kayak of all time. It was a sit-in kayak. I had one with pegs on it, but then it got stolen, so I bought another one with no pegs in it. Yeah, it was just, the only thing good about it was fun fighting fish sitting on the water, and it was super lightweight. I could carry it around to different places. Take me forever to put fish on. This one feels kind of hefty. Oh, never mind, it's just in the pads. Just a smaller fish. Alright. Come here, buddy. Well, his fins are all messed up a little. You see his fin, his dorsal over there has got a few spines missing or something. There you go, buddy. Let's go. I ought to be checking these fish for on their caudal fins and make sure that, see if they have any rough area on their caudal fins. See if they're trying to fan out a bed or something. I should be looking for that. That'll tell me real fast that they're spawning. Nice bass, thanks Steve. I've got an inflatable kayak, oh that's cool. Never really fished with the chatter, mostly buzz baits, worms, jerkbait, cheap divers, some swim baits. Which an inch of using chatter baits? When I throw a chatter bait, I use a medium action rod. It has a little softer tip to it, you know, because it tends to vibrate, so I just feel it. I feel it's more comfortable, you know, if my tip, you know, kind of gives a little bit more when it's vibrating through the water. It also kind of has a little bit of a delay before I hook set on the fish. When I throw it out there, and I keep my rod at, you know, as you see it at like 1, 2 o'clock. As it gets closer to the kayak, I drop my rod down just to keep it just below the surface, you know. And I'd always use I put a little trailer on the back there too, just for, I mean, I got another trailer with a paddle tail on it. Probably works a little bit better, kind of kicks better, but maybe I'll put that on. But I try to add something on the back of there, just to add to the profile. And what are you casting out there? Under a bed, on a bed under a tree. I'm casting a chatterbait, Jacobs, and so I don't think I have anything with me, but this is just a. At one time, it was a diesel minnow by Z-Man paddle tail. The paddle tail came off, so I just put it on the back of here. This is supposed to be a swim bait, like a standalone swim bait that you put a hook on, but like I said, the tail came off, so I just put it on here. I've got other ones in my box. I'll show you. This is my other chatterbait color I like to use. This little sexy shad, little blue shimmer on there, but. So this is the 5-inch swim bait. This is the 4-inch I got in the back of here. It's got a paddle tail on there, but it's kind of crooked, so I don't run it on as a swim bait. I just put it on the back of the chatterbait. But I may put that on later. We'll see. Right there for later. Really just fast enough to make the blade chatter. Yep, that's a good tip. How do you not get those reels tangled up? Oh, my bait caster? Always do better if the trailer doesn't match the skirt. Yeah, a little contrast never hurt. Like a green pumpkin and a black and blue, or a white and whatever it may be. But you talking about my baitcaster, Steve and Martinez? I just got it all. It's just years of experience, but also a lot of reels these days have a lot of good technology built into them mechanically. But you just got to make sure your brakes and all your spool tension, all that good stuff is set right. It doesn't hurt to keep your thumb on the, you know, by the spool either, especially casting into the wind. But all right. always, that's a Z-Man paddle tiller, right? Yeah, Z-Man, they're called diesel minnows. So instead of the S, it's a Z in the word diesel. Diesel minnow, they come in 3, 4, 5, and 7 inch. So depending on what size you get, you either get like 6, 5, 4, or I think 3 in a pack. So, but they're real durable. So it takes forever to tear one up. And it got a lot of good action on them. I was catching them on, I was catching the bass on those out here before I ran out of them, but don't you the swim bait upside down on the trailer? I don't know. That sounds familiar, like someone's done that before. Huh. Potentially. Yeah, I got those but couldn't rake them right since they're so tough. Oh. So what you do with like elastic plastic. Let me see if I'll get up here and show you. The Elastic, when you rig it on there, you want to like push the plastic, like pinch it up past the eye of the bait, and it recoils back, it'll catch the barb. So you want to push it up past, up on the hook, and then when it comes back, it'll grab that barb. But I finished all my life, still can't figure it out. Oh man. We'll keep at it, buddy. Maybe I'll do a video of how to set one up. But the biggest thing is your spool tension. Tighten it all the way down. Put like a 1/2 ounce lure on there and click the button over to engage the spool, and then just keep backing off the spool tension 1 click at a time until it slowly falls down. And that's either, and then tighten up 1 more, or keep it right there, and they should be able to cast it out no problem without too many backlashes. This hair that I think helps when you pass over a tree or something. Well, that makes sense. I'll give it a try. So, yeah. I'll tell you what. I got a crawdad. Let me rig this up. This was thrown yesterday. This is also Z-Man bait. So I don't know if I can still see it on here or not, but like when you put it on, hang on a second. You put it on there, you like hyperextend it, push it all the way up on the head, and then it'll recoil back onto the pin, onto the barb of the bait. So that's what it looks like. So that's all you got to do. But so once you got it up on here, like I said, just push it up, and then when it comes back down, it'll grab it. It might be hard to see, but what's your opinion on carp? I love all fish, I think, but I'm not really big on carp. I mostly just bass fish. I'll crappie fish every once in a while. I'll bluegill fish or sunfish, or if I'm in Florida, I'll fish for cichlids and Oscars. Those are fun to catch. But I don't hate carp. I mean, they're not besides Asian carp. One time I almost got hit in the head with an Asian carp. That would have been a video to see. I was motoring up the river. It's the river that comes off the Mississippi, and had my motor just going just enough to propel me, and all of a sudden a carp jumped right over my bow, like pretty much right here. Yeah, had it been a second later, it would have hit me in the side of the head probably. So I run, this is an Old Town Sportsman 106 powered by Minn Kota. So they have, in the Sportsman line, they have 4 different kayaks, or maybe there's 5 now, but you got just the basic one you paddle in. You got the pedal drive one, where you just use your feet to pedal it. You got mine, which has the motor built for it, that drops right here, flush with the deck. And you got the throttle back here, and this is my kill switch right here, in case I fall out. But what's this not doing? And then they got one that's an autopilot. So it comes with a motor too, and it goes right here on the deck, pops in. You can take it out just like this one. You can take this one out too, and put there's a piece that comes with it. They can cover that hole up. If you just want to paddle around, you can still stand up in it and fish from it, but yeah, so it's an Old Town Sportsman 106, and 106 just means it's 10 foot 6 inches. They have a 120 in different models, which is 12 foot, and then they have a 136, which is 13.5 foot. But this is great. I mean, it comes with a motor, so if I need to fight the wind, or if I, maybe I've been out there all day paddling around, I can motor back. Or if I'm in a hurry or something, I can paddle back. I mean motor back, sorry. I'm trying to get this knot out of my kill switch. No wonder I didn't have enough. Oh, there we go. I wonder how I was like that for. Well, that happened. Anyway, I digress. But what Florida were you in? I live in Fort Myers. I was down by Okeechobee. So I was down in Okeechobee. I fished Okeechobee one day. I fished the Rim Canal. I went a little farther north and fished the headwaters of the Stick Marsh. And I fished some smaller lakes too I found around there. I went down a little bit farther south and fished for peacock bass. They love it. Do you like yours? Oh yeah, man, I love mine too. This is a great kayak. There's a ton of storage, super duper stable. And Old Town's just a good company. I mean, they've got pretty good customer service. Like for example, when I got my kayak in, the back seat, a bar on my seat was bent, and I let them know, and they were nice enough to send me a new seat. But of course I had pictures, and when it got delivered, and you could see in the picture that it was bent, so they had no problem sending me a new one. But the motor comes with 2 years, a 2-year warranty on it, and then the hull comes with a lifetime warranty. How often do you fish bait in your... How do I get fish bait in my beard? I don't think I ever do. If I get crumbs in there though, when I'm eating, oh man, I get crumbs all over the place. I think I dropped something, it's in my beard, so this is funny. Where are you at, brother? What state of Maine? I'm right around Illinois and Missouri, so you'll see me bounce back and forth between the two states later on this year. So I'm thinking about heading down to southern Illinois to fish for muskie. I'll definitely be in Missouri rivers for smallmouth this summer. So there's also a place in Missouri that it's like a park. It's a wildlife park, or that's what they call it, but it's got a bunch of lakes and ponds there full of different fish. I'll go out there probably later on during the post spawn here and fish out there potentially, but let's get back out there. I love talking about fishing just as much as I like to fish. So if I'm not fishing, I'm thinking about fishing. Thinking about what I'm going to throw the next day. I'm thinking about what I want to buy next. But Sunline's got some new line out, new braid line that sinks. So I may check that out. But it's like $22 for 165 yards, so I don't know. Right on, brother. I'm not out here in West North Carolina. I love to fish out there. Out here? Well, come on out. We'll go fishing. You have pike or walleye in your state? Oh, we have walleye. Walleye. I'm not sure about pike. There might be some pike up north, maybe by Chicago and all that. Not sure. I'd look it up. I can't. We have walleye and sauger. So, walleye and sauger, and I would guess there's pike probably up north. There's muskie. There's some muskie lakes around here, not too far. So. hate doing that. I gotta stand up for a second, guys. Hang on. Gotta get my lure off this tree. I don't know how it's stuck in there. It's weird. I feel like I pulled it out. You should do a musky fishing stream. Yeah, I'm gonna try. But some of those lakes down there, they don't have very good reception. So I don't know what the quality would be like trying to watch the stream, but I can try. I can definitely try. Nothing else, I'll make a short on YouTube and show off the muskie if I catch one, but I'll definitely try to do a live when I go down there. So. Let's try it. See if we can't catch another one. I'm surprised I haven't caught more back here. This is a really good area back here. Used to be a lot more shallow back here, but all the rain we've gotten, it's gotten a little bit deeper back here, which is probably really good to house on more fish. Shad back here, I think. times. Put my battery pack on. Thread this bait through these lily pad stems. Kind of drive it through the pads. Yeah, there's got to be one back here. Ready to lunch on this swim bait, or this chatter bait. Comes back to that pipe. Oh yeah, that's a good cast. Man, there's something back in here. I don't know what it is, but it came after this swim bait, maybe on a bed or something. Just try not to get too much closer. Unless I ran into a carp. We're gonna get out here. We're gonna head back up the lake and float down the other side with the wind and throw the chatterbait around. See what we can't drum up or vibrate up or whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta grab my battery pack. Yeah. Let me slap on this battery pack real quick, and we'll head up the water. All right, let's go. Put the kill switch in. Let's go. Hang on, guys. All right, guys, like I said before, we're gonna head up the lake. It's gonna take us a few minutes. And then we're gonna let the wind push us back down the other bank, and we're just gonna chuck and wind this chatterbait. See if we can't drum up a 4 or 5 pounder or something. There he is. What's up, Evo? Hey, champ, just checking in. Champ, how am I? I'm doing pretty good. We caught like 4 bass and one nice crappie on the chatterbait. So we're currently going up the lake, and we're gonna float back down the other side. Let's go a little faster, shall we? A little faster. Fishman. What's up, Jack? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Thanks, bud. Hope you catch some good food today. I don't know about food, but hope I catch a good bass. We caught a 4-pounder, 5-pounder, and one pushing 7 yesterday, so seems like there's always a good chance catching one about 5 pounds out here most days. Beer's looking full today. Tuck it back in. How fast can you go? About 4 miles an hour, I think. One time I had a fish finder on here and it told me how fast I was going. I can go about 4.2 or something. So I lost some weight. I have less gear in here. Maybe I go a little faster than that, maybe 4.5, right? But you have a trolling motor? Yeah, it sits right here. It's right here. It just drops in and locks into place. I can pull it up out, put it back in if I want, or take it all the way out. But it's made for the kayak. Comes with it. I'm surprised the crappie are hitting chatterbait. Yeah, I caught one today and yesterday on the chatterbait. How you gonna escape a gator? Well, luckily there's no gators here. But when I'm down in Florida, that is an option. I can carry in Florida, if you're fishing, camping, you're allowed to carry a firearm with you, so. I guess we'll stop at this dock, I guess, and start fishing. These kids are over here fishing. I don't want to get in their way. Yeah, buddy. Live action. Fish this dock real quick. Yeah, bud. Rolling like a big shot. Chevy 2 like a NASCAR pit stop. This is close enough. Let's go. That's a nice lake. Yes, sir. Always loaded. Got one in the chamber. Always one in the chamber. Had my guns out yesterday. Sun's out, guns out. And them guns got burnt. You don't ever use live bait? Rarely. Every once in a while, I'll use worms for bluegill or something, and I'll use minnows if I'm down there in Florida fishing for different species. Yo, what up from South Carolina? How's South Carolina treating you? on, North Carolina. It's pretty good. We got fires everywhere. Yeah, that's what I hear down in my Myrtle Beach and all that. All over southern part of India. And they're coming in from India. Appreciate that. What time is it there? Good fishing in South Carolina. Yeah, I actually want to hit up the Savannah River, the one that the Georgia and South Carolina share on their border. They got the Bartram bass in there. I want to catch one of those. And they got good smallmouth bass in the Savannah River. You got the big boy boots on today. Yeah. Yep. Luckily, they're like a little loose on my feet, so that's a good thing. Got my life jacket on. They're pretty loose fitting, so if I happen to fall in, I can kick them off real easily. I tested it out one time, so there shouldn't be an issue. It was supposed to rain today, I thought, so I thought I'd put my knee highs on and my rain jacket just in case, but yeah, pretty good fishing at Lake Hartwell. Yeah, I've heard Hartwell. They had was it the Bassmaster Classic or just an Elite Series they had there years and years ago at Hartwell? I remember that. Oklahoma, Julie and Pat. Thanks for coming in, Julie and Pat. I appreciate it. How's your day going? Good. All right. Good to hear. Good to hear. See, we caught 4 bass so far and a crappie. I think it was 4 bass. Yeah, 4 bass. And always that potential for a 5-pounder out here anyway. I got to thinking about it last night. I think that bass I caught yesterday might have been the same bass I caught a couple weeks ago. Because that one was right over 7 pounds, and the one yesterday was like a few ounces shy of 7 pounds, so I didn't have any telltale markings on it, so I really couldn't tell from the pictures if they're the same fish or not, but it could have been, I guess. Because those are the 2 biggest bass I ever caught out here. 6 3/4 and 7. Fish on, yep. Yeah, let me get back out there so you can be right. In Montana right now, no fishing for me today due to the river being so low, but I will be out Sunday. Please catch a trout. Hey Anthony, if you go back to my other lives and you see me catching rainbow trout over in the city, so it's kind of too warm right now. It's bass time. I fish for rainbow trout in the city from November to February, sometimes in March. Just depends on the weather for bass, but do you catch rainbows or brown trouts out there in Montana? Or brook trouts? That over there, so I don't hit it on the hook set. I'm gonna follow you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that, Anthony. Catch a lot of rainbow and brown trout, but right now I've seen, goldeneye. Got some of them James Bond fish, huh? What's that one trout called that they stock? Maybe it is a golden trout. Or golden eye. They're definitely golden color. Snag or risky. how to go with the meat. Look at it. Look at the grass isn't too bad here right now, but really should probably be throwing a drop shot on the bottom. So much duckweed and gunk on the bottom. Or maybe like a Tokyo rig or something. Hey, what's up, Lou? And the eyes are huge of them and real golden color. Oh yeah? Don't they have those in the Carolinas too or something, or California? I don't know, I'd like to catch one though, that's for sure. I'll put it on my list of species to catch. I'm gonna try to catch all the bass species first. All the red eyes and have to plan something out. Not much. Okay. Do you have a set line behind you? I like your setup. I'm not sure what you mean by a set line. No, it's not. You're saying it's in the water. It's just my other rod. That's my worm on there, my leech. I'm not trolling or nothing. Looks like a good fishing day. You know, it's not bad. I think it's around 70 degrees right now, 68. Just enough wind to push us down the water. So, I like fishing cloudy days. Sun's always nice, but I like fishing cloudy days too. Got a lot of luck on cloudy days. I love overcast fishing days. Me too. Cloudy days seem to be the day where I catch the best fish. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I saw that wake. That was awesome. Let's go. Fish on. Get out the pads. There we go. That's a decent one. Let's go. There we go. Number 5. Jumped, got me wet. Let's go. Really nice setup. Thank you. Donate. You don't have to donate. I appreciate that. I don't have nothing set up for that. I don't have anything set up to donate, but I appreciate that. Just donating your time is good enough for me. Donating your time and donating your views and your likes, that's what's important. I appreciate it though, the offer anyway. That was cool. Go down a little bit farther. A little bit farther. Oh, shoot. Do you have peacock bass up that far north? Oh, no. No, peacock bass, they're not even found all the way through Florida. Peacock bass range from West Palm Beach all the way down to Miami and Homestead. It's the only place you can find them just in the southern part of Florida. But I've caught a couple of nice peacock bass, my best being around 5 pounds. Now they're a tropical fish, so they need really warm water to thrive. So peacock bass come from the Amazon River. They brought them in, stocked them like in the 90s or something, I think, down there. And yeah, peacock bass, they're definitely a warm water fish. The water's gotta stay warm most of the year for them to thrive. Just like the rainbow trout, they're a cold water species. You gotta keep them fairly cool. But I wish we had peacock bass. I do love peacock bass. They fight extremely hard. Actually, they're not even bass, they're cichlids. So, it's just... I want to get one of them that, to be honest, I haven't caught largemouth bass. We could probably easily catch a largemouth bass, especially this time of year. I don't know. I'm not sure what the temperature is. I think you're in Montana, right? So, it might be too cool up there still to have a good chance of catching one, but just go to old Walmart, get yourself a chatter bait and throw it out there and reel it back in, and you're liable to catch a largemouth. Got some salad. Oh, my chatter bait. Just don't tell anyone. Sunday I'm going to try with the net setup and chatter. There you go. Yeah, I mean you've got a little Ned rig on and a chatter bait. I mean you're guaranteed to catch something on that. Yeah, especially on a Ned rig. I'm not sure where you fish at, buddy. I won't tell anybody. Your secret's safe with me. Put a little Ned rig on there, throw a chatter bait, you're liable to catch quality and quantity. Hope you get a good one, Anthony. Yeah, me too. What he said. I don't know. I fished with a follow this guy just did. Thanks. Appreciate the follow, Anthony. Yeah, this is the baitcaster. Yep. This is a Bass Pro Shop Johnny Morris Carbon Light. Carbon Light Tech, I believe. I've been following for a while now, and I appreciate that, Lucifer. I love all the love and kind words. I love it. This thing about out here, man, like, I know any cast I could catch my PB out here on any cast. PB in the cast is why I fish. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, It's true. I'm just looking for the next bite. Some would probably call it an addiction. I call it an obsession. I'm just looking for some fish with teeth. You guys ever watched that show? What is that called? I forgot what it's called now. They always catch fish with teeth, like walleye and muskie and pike. There goes a mallard. Sit back for a few minutes. Long casts. Might be a ditch sitting right here. What's Anthony saying? Let's see what he says. I might go to, I think, oh dang. All right, buddy. Well, hope you feel better. See you in the next one. Thanks for coming in. Tight lines to you too, buddy. Good luck. Hope you catch a bass next time you go out. kind of saved the best for last, I think. Go back up there where I caught a big one yesterday. It's about 5:30 right now. Alright, checking the message. Oh man, that was a small bass. My line, maybe it was a crappie. Maybe it was a crappie. My line went sideways. I'm starting to think, you know, these fish I might catch, I think are crappie. Caught a nice crappie earlier, caught a crappie yesterday on this bait. Oh, these dogs could just be a small bass, I guess. But the line definitely goes sideways every once in a while. Oh, these dogs are working. I'm back close. Usually when my line jumps or it goes sideways, it's usually a pretty good fish. Never seen Garen back here. It's good down. I venture to think there'd be a nice one back here, but what do I know? Well, hey, pupper. Oh, little pity. Oh, pity. I just thought of a joke or a pun. A good name for a pit bull, for a pity. We missed your tea, because you pity the fool. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to everyone. Your support is appreciated. Oh. I make bass lures, crappie jigs, love when I catch sometimes on them. Well, heck, man, what kind of lures do you make? Feel free to send me some. I'll use them on my channel if you want. I am more than happy to use small businesses lures on my channel. If you're trying to sell them, anyway, get your name out there on the channel. I just want to go inside. Pitties. This area back here is usually pretty shallow, but not today. A couple more casts, then we'll probably head back over to the good spot where I first started the day at. Got those puffers in. Tell me there's no bass back here, or not when I caught you. I guess I should say I'm surprised that no bass has grabbed this. Alright. I don't really sell them, but I don't. Oh, nice. Do you have an email or something on your channel? We'll go fish my buddy's bank. It's therapy. It's a therapy hobby. Okay. Yeah, you want to put your email either here or somewhere else. I'll email you if you want about those lures. If you feel like getting some, oh, Mr. T would be an awesome name for a people. Okay, because you pity the fool, right? You pity the fool, like a little pity puppy. Going for what, 2.5 hours? Try for another hour or so. See how long it takes us to fish down here again. There you go. Anyway, we're gonna go up to the back of the lake again, and we're gonna float back down the same spot we were fishing, but out off the other side of the pads. So you can drum up a couple nice bass over here, and then we'll I'll try to fish the area one more time over here where I have pretty good luck catching them, and then come back down this bank. Caught a few dandies over here too in the years past, so we'll see about it. take us a few minutes to motor down the lake or up the lake, and we'll get back after it. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you guys tuning in today, and I really appreciate it. You guys have any questions for me or anything you want to ask about my rod reel, about my kayak, about my baits? If you do, now's the time to ask it so I can answer it real quick for you. All right. Do you have an email I send it to, Lucifer? Or if you feel comfortable putting it out on here, I'll write it down real quick. You can retract it if you want. Got my notepad somewhere in my pocket. I feel like Blue's Clues. I have a dry place in here. I like your streams there, chill. Well, thank you, appreciate that. I like to think this lake's pretty serene and peaceful. That's why I'm looking forward to going down on the river this summer. A lot of people like to go up there and they rent rafts and kayaks, and they float the river throughout the summer. But besides that, I mean, you got big old bluff walls, you got beautiful water, blue springs. It's a real nice river to fish, and they got a great smallmouth in there. Oh, no, I didn't see if you did. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I don't see it. We just got a letter. Sorry guys, rendition on the fish. Put it in there for right now until you pop it up on there, and I'll write it down. What are you using for propulsion-wise? I'm using my my telepathy or my psychokinesis now. No, I got a motor built in for this kayak. And I got a native slayer, okay. Well, let me get back real quick and I'll tell you about this kayak. All right. So this kayak is Old Town Sportsman 106. So it's 10 foot 6 inches. And it's powered by Minn Kota. So a Minn Kota and Old Town and Humminbird all under the same umbrella, which is Johnson Outdoors. So Minn Kota, they have a Minn Kota trolling motor that they built just for this model. So that's what's propelling me right now. And everything comes pre-wired. So all you do is plug in the motor. You drop the motor in, you plug it in. And underneath my seat, it comes with a battery box. So you drop in your battery. I have a Dakota lithium battery in there, a 54 amp-hour battery. And that plugs into the plug under my seat, and you just plug and play. Then you got a throttle back here. You can throttle up and a forward and reverse on there, and so. They also make Old Town Sportsman Autopilot, which also is motorized and has a different placement for the motor. Looks more like an actual trolling motor. It comes with a remote control, and you can spot lock and keep yourself in place with the push of a button. That's how you move it around though. Turn the head with the remote control. There's one below mine, I guess, in price point. That's a pedal drive, so you use your feet and your pedal like a bike, a stationary bike. And then they got one that's just a paddle. You know, you get in there, but they're super stable. You can stand up in them. They come in, some models come in, you know, mine like 10.5 foot or 12 foot. Autopilot's 12 foot and 13.5 foot. A lot of space in the hatch, back in the tank well, on the sides. The motor's got a compartment on it, sides here, over here. There's all kinds of places, you know, to store your stuff in here too. Enough room in this model for, you know, for a cooler and a tackle bag if you want to put it in here. There's three rod holders in here too. You know, stick your rods in there. But it's a great kayak. Torn between Bixby or Newport. Okay. What about a Torpedo? I've heard of Bixby before. I'm not sure about Newport. You know what? So Newport, Bixby. I think the third one I've heard of is Torpedo. So like Torqueeedl or something like that. Torpedo. Oh, definitely got new to kayaking, as you said. Old Town enough said. Yeah. Yeah, my very first kayak. I've been kayak fishing for like 15 years now. When I was, years ago, my buddy had a place on the river. So me and our buddies, we used to have his neighbor drop us in upriver, and we'd float down in our kayaks and fish for smallmouth for like 2 days straight, camp on the side of the river. And I was hooked ever since then. So I went out and just bought an Old Town Otter. Just a super simple, basic sit-in kayak, and I had that for like a decade. And then I finally bought this a couple of years ago, talked myself into it, and I'm glad I did. Not only is it a real nice kayak to fish from, but the price keeps going up every year, so I'm glad I bought it when I did. Otherwise, I would be paying probably an extra grand or something for it. But I definitely got plenty of use out of it, and will continue to do so. But if you have any more questions, let me know. I would say get a lithium battery too, if you can swing it, maybe during a sale or whatever. I bought my Dakota lithium battery during a sale, so it was whatever it was off, $100-something off or whatever. But a lot of guys run 100 amp hour. I just got a 54 one, and it lasts me for a long time. I can be on the river for 12-14 hours, have enough battery, you know, to go up river all day. First kayak 4 years ago was a feel-free rock until we go and got the new native around. Nice, yeah. Yeah, this one, when it first came out, was $2,500, and now they want $3,500 for it, I think. So, but also I bought mine Eco Fishing Shop. Eco Fishing Shop is based in Ozarks here in Missouri. They don't charge a shipping cost or a freight cost, and they don't charge taxes, I don't think, either. So I'm not sure how they can do that, but so I mean, you know, pretty much the price you see is the price that you pay. So, which is nice, but don't think it'll let me post. Okay, I'll take a look at that and I'll write it down real quick, and then you can take it back down if you want to. But the kayak shop I utilize had some batteries I'm checking out currently. Oh, nice. Yeah, cause I first got my kayak, man, I had one of those deep cycle lead acid batteries, and I went to this river one time, and the dang boat ramp was like this, you know, so I had to go all the way back up the boat ramp, and it was long and it was steep. And I think I bought my lithium battery after that. Because, you know, lead acid weighs about, you know, 50-something pounds or whatever, and my battery weighs like 14 pounds. So people probably see me picking it up at the boat ramp, think I'm super strong or something, just throwing it around with one hand. Anyway. Also comes with a kill switch too, so this plugs into the motor. It won't run without this in there. If I fall out, it'll it'll stop the motor dead. But which is great for lakes, but in the river, my kayak will just keep on floating down without me. So. End up in the Mississippi. We're gonna fish this outer edge here. Cast a little ways up in there as well. So see if we can't get to bite. I mean, it's a good field of lily pads, but luck doesn't take up the whole lake. It's just this area right here is, you know, and down a thin strip. So it's, I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's not a big area of pads, but just enough, you know, to house a bunch of bass in it. First things first, I'm getting a reel 7 graft captain's board for my native. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think of the brand name of it. I know, what's that one brand name? I think Wilderness makes a cart. I think it starts at the M, but I bought a cart for my kayak. That way I can roll it around on the cart. I didn't want to drill into my kayak for the boondocks in the back. I think the boondock landing, that's where you drill in behind your seat, right? And then you pop them out, pop them back in. You know, they go up, but you take them out, put them back down, and you got the wheels on the side. That's what you're talking about, right? The boondock wheels. As well, I have my graph getting my batteries and have my lighting done as well. Nice. Wilderness to native under the same umbrella. Okay. You just like the ease of the boondocks that we have to worry about is already attached to your kayak. Oh, okay, that's even better. That's even better. Huh. Maybe if I need a new cart one day, I'll look into that too. You just go right on your tracks. That's good though, because I don't like drilling in them. I know guys drill in their kayaks, you know, for an anchor wizard or something like that, but I just can't get myself to drill into my kayak. It's bad enough I treat it like a real kayak, and I get it all, you know, all dinged up in the river and stuff, but I don't know. Better be nice before tax. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, my next purchase is going to be I just got my action camera in the mail a few days ago, so I need to buy me either go to Ram Mounts or go to Yak Attack and order me a boomstick for my camera to sit on top of, so I can record this summer in the rivers. Something just feels wrong about drilling holes into a boat. Oh, I know. You got a new subscriber. Outstanding Wade. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the discussion material. I like talking about my kayak and my rods and lures and all that just as much as I like to fish. Makes the day go by faster. Not that I want the day to be done, because I don't. I fished 7 hours yesterday on this water, so. If I could get service on the river, I'd live stream on the river, but that would be like 12-hour live stream, 14 hours. I think last summer, my longest day on the river was like 15 hours. I got there before the sun came up, and I got off the water at dark, so. Need a new GoPro. Lost mine last year. So so I don't know if you ever heard of the company. It's called DJI. I've been looking into those guys for the last year or so, and by all means, it seems like they're outperforming the GoPros now. It seems like GoPro's not stepping up their game as much as DJI is. So that's what I bought. I bought a DJI Action 5 Pro. That's what I ended up buying. So, bear with the Daiwa 1200 Regal. Okay, it got some kind of purple. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because isn't the Regal like a greenish purplish color to that reel? Yeah. Oh yeah. And they got the one I bought, the camera I bought is actually a good sale right now. I think it's on sale until the 31st of March. But the camera I got, the Action 5 Pro, you can pretty much get the adventure pack for the same price right now. It's just the camera and one battery, but with the Action combo, you get 2 extra batteries, get the battery charging case, you get the extension rod too, and all for like almost the same price as just the camera and one battery. So I thought that was a really good deal, so I went ahead and bought it. I was worried about running out of battery on the river, but I got 3 of those new extreme batteries, which last quite a long time, I believe now. So I could probably use all 3 batteries in a day. Still have some left over, hopefully. New Enduro batteries fixed a lot of issues. Okay. Fair enough. Can't go wrong with either company, I'd imagine. So maybe it just comes down to what you're specifically looking for it to do, you know, whether it be like low light or, you know, or like a 360 view or something. I don't know. I guess it just depends on what you're looking to use it for. Maybe like sales and stuff like that, you know, the price point. But I got 3 cheap poles, open reels. I'm a content creator to fit fishing. What do you mean? Oh, for fishing, okay. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I target a small. Yep. That's what I'm going to be targeting this summer, is smallmouth. So probably most of my videos are going to be smallmouth fishing later on this summer. Probably starting probably in May or June, I'll probably start going down the rivers pretty frequently. I do love smallmouth fishing. It's down like in the Ozark Mountains and all that, so it's just beautiful country down there. The river's beautiful, the mountains, all that good stuff. Good fishing. It'll be a good time. Can you do me a favor? What's that, Samuel? Son. I target whenever we'll buy my lure, bass and crappie. There you go. Attaboy. fish on. Right off the kayak. The water's pretty clear right here. All right, come here. There we go. I think this is number 6 or so. Pretty good bass. There we go. Let's go ahead and maybe make that one the thumbnail. Maybe I haven't caught a big one yet today, but funny, I was bass fishing local lake, throwing a 4-inch swim bait with a underspin and 10-pound channel. Nailed it, blew my mind. Oh yeah. Those catfish, they'll surprise you sometimes. Years ago, I was fishing I think I was just throwing a tube or something. I was throwing a tube and had it right on top, just right below the surface, and a big old blue cat came up and grabbed a whole like 8-pounder or something. Yeah, catfish will surprise you sometimes. That's awesome. Now we're in the thick of the pads. The sun might come out. Let's see. Swore I had a oh, I know. Oh, for sure, yeah. Scammers be scamming. But I remember years ago I was fishing at this lake, and I had an ultralight rod on. I was just catching a little bit of yellow bass or whatever. And I thought, like I said, I had a big bass on. I got it all the way up. I had light line on, had a little bit of ultralight rod, and it was a dang catfish. I was quite upset. That wasn't a big bass, but it's actually what I call my 8-pound. My PB was at that lake. That was 8 pounds on a broken rod, of all things, on jig and pig. That was a good day. I'd probably still be up there fishing today, but I don't know. Right. Yeah, man, I'm just a little YouTuber. I don't have any money. I gotta support my fishing habit. Fish on. Fish on. And a quick release. That's number 6.5. Or 7, whatever it was. That was like a 2-pounder or something. so much real estate back here to fish. I'm a beast of a fisherman, you know. Yeah, like I said, all my money goes towards my fishing habit. And unfortunately, there's no cure. I tried going to fishing rehab, but it didn't work. It's made it worse. Yeah, there's a fish. Little bass choking down the chatterbait. Let's go. So there, buddy. Thanks for biting. I can smell a carp. Here's a proposition you got rid of my time. No way that takes. Who's gonna buy me a Daiwa Exist reel? If you know, you know. Or a Daiwa Steez baitcaster. And a live scope set up. The old Corrado. think what those one reels are called that they make, Shimano. They're like all silver. Well, the two resident geese decided to show up. Hey, go cast your proposition somewhere else. These fish in this chat aren't biting. You're getting no bites in this chat. Go somewhere else and fish. Fishing with the pH. That's not much. That's not much. The Daiwa Exist, that spinning reel starts out $860, I think. I'm not asking for much. Or the Daiwa Steve's rod and reel will be only be like $1,400 or something. 1,200. Snagged. That was a long cast, didn't it? Yeah, Stratic, that's it. That's it, Stratic. That's a spinning reel though, I think, right? I think Shimano makes the one. I think it starts with an A or something. I forgot how to spell it, but it starts with an A, but it's like all silver or almost like a bluish shine to it or something. Like an Aberdeen or I don't know. Oh, the Vanguard. Yeah, the Vanguard won like a Best in Show or something, didn't it? At iCast or on Tackle Warehouse or something. It got like the best spinning reel or something of the year at iCast or whatever it was. It was reasonably priced too. I'm thinking about $250 or something. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yep. I'm thinking of a different one. I think the money you have, use assist. I don't have any money. What are you talking about? Haven't got my allowance yet. I'm still waiting on my lateral line transplant so I can. Oh yeah, yeah, they're not cheap. But I guess you're gonna buy one. I guess Tackle Warehouse back on Christmas they had 25% off all the reels, even Daiwa ones. So that Exist is like $860, but with the sale it's like $668 or something whatever. But quite the steal. Those reels, I mean, kayak fishing. Like I try to baby my new stuff. Like this is a brand new reel. I try to baby it, but it ends up getting banged up anyway in the kayak. You know, I hate to get one single scratch on a $800 reel. You know. I hope so. You were supposed to get bad storms tomorrow here. Possible tornadoes. So make sure my kayak's tied down at the bank tonight. Oh yeah. It's like a brand new pair of shoes or whatever, you know, like you try not to get them dirty and keep them in good working order, and then once you get a couple scratches on her, like, it's whatever. I mean, I don't throw my stuff around, but like once it gets, properly broken in, I'm not so careful anymore with it. I got a new pair of pants I bought, and I've been hesitant to wear them fishing. The beer's stuck in my jacket. It's full of war wounds. I hear that. what, almost 200 minutes. Almost three and a half hours. At this pace, we're probably hit 4-hour mark today. Still got fish back here, a fair amount. Haven't even reached the good spot yet. This whole place is a good spot. We'll catch a bigger one now. I feel like I've caught a lot of big ones over the last 3 or 4 days. They all might be shy to bite now. Sit back in my seat now, I guess, get a little more comfy. Let me get back up. Having a custom musky rod made here very soon. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't do a lot of musky fishing, but there's definitely a real good lake 2 hours from here. I just need to bite the bullet and buy me a good musky rod or a decent musky rod anyway. I'm just looking to catch one good muskie. Lake I might go to this, probably next month is it's a lake a lot of people travel to try to catch one. But I'm worried I don't have a good enough rod for it. I feel like it's gonna really do something, harm my rod, but my bait cast rods have been put through the ringer. When I was down in Florida, I was fishing a river, and I was going underneath this big old down tree, like it made like an arch, above the water and the tree. So I went underneath it, and my rod was still back there, and you could see on the footage later on. I watched it. My rod went all the way back and popped in place. I was just like, well, that rod's broke now, but it didn't break, surprisingly enough. So. And then a couple of days ago, I was going through that pipe down there, and I forgot my rod was back there, and it started to bend, but I pushed myself back out before it could bend anymore. But it may hold up to a muskie, maybe, but who knows? But I'm probably ill-equipped for a muskie, so I'll have to find me a little setup or something, I guess. Oh, nice. Nice. Maybe just like a big 3/4 ounce spinnerbait, huh, you think? I was, well, actually I fought a muskie one time. Years ago, on the same length that I've been talking about. Me and my buddy were fishing a bass tournament, and I was throwing a jig and pig, just like a green pumpkin, orange, little crawdad jig. And I hooked in something, I'm like, oh man, this is a big bass. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't fighting, you know, this is fighting a lot differently than a bass. And that being like a 3-foot muskie. Now, I don't have proof of it. I got one witness. My buddy saw it, but he said it was 3 foot long. Somehow I got all the way up to the side of the boat, and it broke my line, but so it's just a fish story now. But fish on. Little boat flip action. There we go. Small, but we'll take it. All right. About that time for them to start firing off. It's about 6:30. We'll see if they do or not. I'm gonna make them bite. Did it bend the hook out pretty good on that Ned rig? Or did the hook hold up pretty good? I know some of those Ned rigs have light wire hooks or whatever, but unless you don't long format uploads. Yeah, not yet anyway. Not yet, but that's the plan. Hey, Parker Fishing is coming in. How's your day going? Yeah. That's my plan, is to do just pretty much, you know, go away from the live streams and do long formats. Now I got my camera. So, coming soon, I guess you could say. The sun's trying to come out. How long you been doing making content, Wade? I lost my GoPro. We have acquired a brand new iPad, so it ain't what I do. Okay. So all you really need is an iPad. I thought maybe I would need like a laptop or something to edit my videos. So you think just an iPad would be sufficient enough to edit videos? Thanks, KC Jones. I appreciate that. Well, it's supposed to rain today, potentially, so I got my rain boots on, my rain jacket. Got my rain pants in my in my truck though, so that's kind of a fail on my part, but it wasn't supposed to rain or nothing, so, but just in case, pop-up shower or something. Sorry, got another phone call. No worries. I hear you again now. All right. Outstanding. It's the newest iPad top line hardware. Okay. I guess it probably does it have the M4 chip in it and the Apple Intelligence and all that. Just gonna push me back in here, I guess now. I'm pretty sure it's some decent editing, though it's an Apple product. Okay. I figured Apple product, it would have had the lightning cable. Yeah, you would think so. It has a Type-C charging. Huh. Are you using... Yeah, I'm using a lure, Jason. I'm using a chatterbait. A bladed jig style. Looks like a chatterbait. Yep, a chatterbait. Yep. Isn't it funny how, like, the most popular brands of baits is what they get called? Even though, like, Berkeley has the slob knocker, and Striking has a thunder cricket, and they're all bladed jigs, but everybody calls them chatterbaits. Just like people call out lipless crankbaits. No matter what brand it is, they call it a rattle trap. Just like with stickworms, it could be a yum dinger, but everyone calls it a Senko. So it's funny how people will call a style of bait by the most popular brand, which is kind of interesting. I hate them things. This is like the last few days were the first time I used my chatterbait in years. I'm more of a swim bait guy, but they're biting it, so it's hard to put it down. Like, I think I've had this chatterbait probably for like 10 years or something crazy. Like, I've had it for a long time. I think the chatterbait came out in like 2006. Almost 20 years ago, I guess, next year. It's just crazy to think about it. I remember, like it was yesterday, people started talking about the chatterbait. Huh. I think it was 2006 when that first came out. That Z-Man itself came out in 2006. Maybe they both did. Any luck yet? I have caught about 8 bass. 8 bass, 1 crappie. My least favorite lure. Hey, Cass and Carr, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I don't really like. One thing about the chatterbait I don't like is how much. I mean, like, it's good that it vibrates. That's great. Or like, that's why I can't throw a deep diving crankbait, because I don't like that it pulls back so hard on my rod, and I gotta like dig it down, you know. That's why I pretty much just stick to lipless crankbaits and, you know, shallow diving square bills. You know, I don't want to chuck and wind a deep diver out, you know, out on the water, unless it's like the only thing getting them to bite or something, you know. But I like a smooth, smooth transition to the water, like with a swim bait, you know, where it kind of just, just goes along, or swims or whatever. Z-Man just dropped their Evo with tungsten. I saw that they also dropped, they dropped a mini version on the Evo, and they dropped the mini jack or whatever. They have a smaller version of the jackhammer now. They released those a few days ago, I saw. So a couple more. So I think it's the Evo, Evo tungsten or something, and then they put a couple smaller versions out, I think, of the jackhammer, like the baby jack or something, I think they called it. The baby jack and the mini Evo or something. But they got, man, I looked the other day on Tackle Warehouse, they got 2 whole pages on Tackle Warehouse of just chatterbait variations. I still got 2 jackhammers in the package from a couple years ago I bought. Still got a couple jackhammers. I think one might be the stealth blade too. I should bring them out here and try them. Like a shad on steroids. Oh yeah. Yeah, years ago I started throwing a little bitty paddle tail swim bait out here. Just throw this little bitty 4-inch paddle tail out here, just on the back here. And then I caught like a big old bass on it out here. Maybe my biggest bass out here, but I didn't get to weigh it though. The next year, I went up to the 5-inch size, which is what's on this bait, on the back of here without the paddle tail. That's the 5-inch one, but just imagine the paddle tail back here. That tore off, but. And then I bought the 7-inch ones, because I was out here. Every once in a while I'll catch a big old fat bass. I look down inside of his mouth, I'll see a little fin hanging out. You know, so I grab the fin, pull it out of his throat, and it'd be a big old shad in the throat. So I'm like, if they're eating shad that big, I can throw probably a bigger bait out here too. But I mean, some of the biggest bass I ever caught out here, those 7-pounders out here, yeah, I caught those on a smaller swim bait. So I don't know, they just think that's easier to eat or swallow, or what they think. But more like a spunk shad now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, all my paddle tails I gotten warped over the years, where the tail's kind of crooked. I'll save those and repurpose them on the back of my bladed jigs, back of my chatterbaits. You just pickle biting? Yeah, I caught about 8 of those. 8 of those green pickles. No 5-pounders today though. 5-pounders. Yesterday was a good day. I caught a 4-pounder, a 5-pounder, and one about 7. Lost one, probably 5 or 6 pounds too. Probably 5 pounds. I don't know. No gar. There's gar in here, but I haven't caught one yet today. There's gar in here, and there's bowfin. Maybe just one gar and one bowfin. Maybe someone dropped in here years ago, but I tend to catch one of those 2 every spring. Haven't caught one of those yet this year, but it's liable to happen sometime. those bowfin, they'll wreck your gear, man. They fight extremely hard. They got those piranha teeth in their mouth. Get my rod out of this tree. I have a collection of micro baits. I've caught some of the biggest bass. That's what's crazy. People always talk down about the Ned rig, but I've caught big bass on the Ned rig. And I caught small bass on my big swim baits. You know? It's just, I guess at the end of the day, I guess you just want to match the hatch. You know, match the size, the profile and shape, and the color of whatever you're trying to mimic, whether it be a crawdad or a shad. I remember one time when I was a kid, I was watching a fishing show, and the grass was so thick they had rats running across the top of the water. So Striking came out with the mouse lure, and they were throwing that out there and catching them on the rat lure or whatever. I'll never forget that. No crocs, no alligators. Not here anyway. But I've seen some. You go back to one of my shorts on my channel. I motor past a big old gator in my kayak. So. And then yeah, we have a bunch of bowfin. Them things are vicious. You're not lying there. They're some ferocious fish. That's for sure. Matter of fact, one time I caught one on a crankbait. I didn't want to grab this mouse, so I grabbed my crankbait like a fool, and it thrashed around and threw my barb into my finger, and my treble hook past the barb. So I had to figure out how to get my dang hook out with my finger. That was fun. Yep, beaver. Usually, I haven't seen in years, but here's a big beaver that runs around here somewhere. And there's a bunch of turtles out here. Some big alligator, not alligator, but big snapping turtles. There used to be a big swan out here, but it stopped coming around the last couple of years. This monster of a swan. I guess a trumpeter swan. But there's some muskrats out here and groundhogs. All kinds of stuff. Big old fox squirrels are out here. I'll see a fox squirrel every once in a while. It's a big old red squirrel, orange. I am from Jamaica. There are no dangerous animals here. There's not even like a jaguar or something. Ouch. Ouch indeed, Hunter. No worries, man. Hurting in the RE. This tree. Hey, I watched the stream a while ago. Oh, I remember you, Daniel. Thanks for coming back in. How's your day going, Daniel? Daniel-san? Where's that? Was it about 15 minutes till 7? Let's go. So the sun might be poking out here in a few minutes. It's been a good day, folks. I really appreciate you coming in. I'd love to end the day on a big old 5-pounder or something, but it's definitely possible. We'll see. Line ourselves up with the bank a little bit better. Excuse me. Where are you from, man, if you don't mind me asking? I'm from the Midwest. Right around Illinois and Missouri. Where would I go to watch your channel? Should be able just to click on my name on here and should take you there, I'd imagine. Gotta leave. There's the sun. Reminds me of that song by a band called Scary Kids, Scaring Kids. There goes the sun. Sun do be setting. It is setting. You are talking to me. I am from Jamaica. Where should I go to watch your channel? Subscribe, then it'll be. Oh, there you go. Good thinking, Lucifer. You need to find his channel again. He's gonna ask you how to subscribe to my channel, probably. I'm not even sure. Besides going to my channel, I guess, first, but... We'll get it figured out for you. Up in the tree. Catch me a tree rat. Beautiful sunset now. beautiful day in the neighborhood. Right. In here to the end of this bank here. I'll fish over in that enters this canal in this point. See how well that goes. I thought I saw a shad busting out there somewhere. Not over there. Oh, that was a fish. What the heck happened? Let's see if he comes back for it. I know he missed. Came after it and swing and a miss. See if he comes back. So are you getting bites? Yes, sir. I've caught about 8 bass, 1 crappie. Handle the airboat nice and slow because I ain't no hurry get nowhere. An airboat? Are you from the south? Like Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Florida, in that area? Tell them where it gets more use than my fan. Okay. And please, I throw them all back, buddy. Catch and release. I catch them and throw them back. But let's see if I can't catch one here in the last bank. You can take a look at it. Did you say you make bass jigs, Lucifer? Like with the skirt and a jig head on there and a brush guard? Is there rain up on the floor? Yeah, Louisiana, Florida, I got. Oh, nice. It's been half the year with the Florida. I would love to live in Florida and work on a ranch. That sounds like a dream. Live in Florida and work on a ranch. Let me know if you need an extra hand. Need an extra hand on the ranch, I'll come down to help you. Fish on. Get away from that pole. This is a good one. This is a good one to end the day if we can get it in. Like a 3-pounder or something. Get on up here. Yeah, maybe it's not 3 pounds, but it's still a nice bass. Still a nice bass to end the day. May catch one more though, who knows. It's a short bank right here, so it'll be done before you know it. That's probably more like a 2-pounder. Oh, guess my battery pack went out on me. There we go. You're back in these. Hey Jason, you see this? Here's a fish for you, Jason. He's coming in, buddy. See you later, buddy. Fish off here, off this little pile. Yeah, I make them without the brush guard because I am out of brush guards. Oh, fair enough. Okay, brush guards is getting in the way anyway, right? He's getting in the way. So probably about 10 fish today, I guess, huh? About 10 fish. Not bad, not bad. Okay, 80 likes, nice. Almost to 100. I think my record likes is 103, I think, so. Came somewhat close to that today. Appreciate it. I got a few more casts in me still, folks, but rude. I need to get more guards and add cement. Yeah. So right at the 4-hour mark. So we're gonna fish for a few more minutes. Then we're probably gonna hop off here, but hang in there, folks. We're gonna fish a few more minutes. We're at the 4-hour mark. So if you have any questions, any comments, go ahead and put them on the chat now. I'll answer them before I get off here. But we're almost 4 hours. Nice healthy fish. Yes, sir. Let's throw right up here. That was a good cast. I'm just killing time. Just kidding. About last cast bass time. If 19 people hit that like before I get off here, to be outstanding. Double tap that screen. But 81 likes ain't nothing to be upset about. That's outstanding. Much appreciated. All right, last cast bass. if I don't throw it on the bank first. I don't know how I didn't get snagged up. There we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Snagged up right here in front of me. It went through all kinds of trees and stuff, and then I snag up right here in front of me on this little bitty branch. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Alright. Let's put this down. Let's break this tree branch. I need to retie anyway one of these days. Alright. Let's try last cast bass one more time. Unless we catch a bass, then we gotta cast 100 more times. Them's the rules. Alright, last cast bass. Maybe. That was not a very good cast. What's wrong with my bait? Oh, the line's wrapped around the blade. No wonder it wasn't running right. Oh, I see what's happening. Alright. Now last cast bass. Just bombing out there, see what happens. There goes the sun. Alright, let's bites to the last second. Alright, folks. I think we reached the end of the live today. Over 4 hours. Pretty darn good day. We caught about 10 fish today. About 9 bass, 1 nice crappie. But thanks for coming in today. I appreciate all the love and the likes and the comments and the well wishes. All the new subs. It's greatly appreciated. Hope everyone has a good day and a good night wherever you're at in the world. Depending on what time the storms are going to be here tomorrow, I'll be back on tomorrow afternoon, same time. If not, then we'll shoot for Monday. But what's up, G? Thanks for coming in all the way from Maine. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in, and see you guys in the next one. Thank you.